Hey YouTube, PDX Gear Hoarder back with another knife review. This time I've got three to show you. I'm pretty stoked about these that I just picked up, and these two obviously are identical except in size, and this one is slightly different, but they're all three made by Lone Wolf Knives, which was a small company here in Oregon City, but apparently they've just been bought out by Benchmade, so that they're now a Benchmade company, which is interesting. I don't know anything about the politics of the takeover at all, but I just spotted these knives in a store and thought they were very handsome, and they fit again my criteria of wood handles and being sort of gentleman folders. So I picked up all three, which is cool. This first one is called Ridge Top, model number 40020, and it's a little stiff. The locking mechanism is called a knack lock, if I'm not mistaken. But beautiful looking knife. The blade material is 9CR13 MOV. It's about 3 inches, a little less than 3 1/4 inches long, and yeah, overall it's about 7.3 inches, and it's pretty cool. And it's made in China. Yeah, look at that. I didn't even realize that. These two are made in the US, but this one is made in China. The clip is point down, and it has to stay put. It does have a lanyard hole, which is nice. It's a pretty small lanyard hole though, actually. I'd probably have a pretty hard time getting paracord through that. Anyway, it does have this tooling along the spine and the spacer, which is raised, which is interesting, but does add some visual sort of character, overall character to the knife. And it has this little divot, or what do you call it? I don't know what this is called actually, for your index finger, and some jimping along the bridge for your thumb, for a pretty positive, very positive feel. Yeah, it feels pretty good in the hand. But very nice. Knack lock, and to close it you have to hit this button and it folds. I'm not sure what kind of wood this is. I kind of wish I knew, but I don't. Next is yeah, these two. This larger one is called a Swale, model number 40001, and this one is the Trask 40003, and they are virtually identical. Oops, scratch up the table there. And they're kind of stiff. I'm not actually adept at opening these sorts of knives just yet. They're both liner locks. This one's very positive, very deep lock, whereas this one is about 50%, slightly more than 50%. No, right about 50%. Alignment is, yeah, pretty close, not exactly in the middle. This one looks very close to perfectly centered, so that's cool. And they both have Lone Wolf Knives, the logo with the bear, or wolf rather, sorry, on the blade, with USA on one side, and the other is blank. See the side on blank on this one? Yeah. Yeah, very, very understated, sort of quiet, old school knives with really handsome textured wood that feels almost damp when you actually kind of hold it for the first time. I don't know if it's just the cold, because human skin sometimes has a trouble differentiating between cold and wet. But I mean, they're not wet. But they feel kind of moist. But it's not a bad feeling. It actually feels kind of nice. They feel soft, which is interesting. Which is very nice, actually. I just wish I knew what kind of wood this was, though. It doesn't say on the site. Huh. Well, I'll have to do a little bit more research on these and see if I can find some maybe some reviews, online reviews or print reviews on these knives when they first came out. The clip is really nice. 2 screws and very, very minimalistic. It's actually the same exact size clip on both. So it's deep carry, very deep carry. Yeah, very handsome. So pretty cool. Yeah, so I'll throw those on the pile and the collection as the collection continues to grow. As always, thanks for tuning in, and see you next time.